One other big thing's happened tonight, dude, which I'm really excited about, is the return of Anthony Rizzo back to Wrigley Field.
Very cool.
That's going to be awesome. Coming in hot, Chitty. What's going on, brother?
Coming in a little quiet hot because you are in an airport at the moment.
Yeah, I actually could have yelled that. No one's around me right here. So,
yeah, there's nobody there. What's going on?
No one's there. I'm in like a gate in the way back at United Pittsburgh Airport. So no one's here yet.
Nice. You get like a breakfast sandwich or something when you
I was gonna get some eggs. I usually get there's this place called the Marathon Diner over here that I grab some usually grab a couple eggs, but I'm gonna probably eat when I get there.
All
I brought brought steaks with me in my bag. Usually I get stopped. Today I didn't. So
Sir, you have a bag of meat. What do you plan on doing with this bag of meat? That's hysterical. All right, dude, we got to get into this. This is it, man. The NL Wildcard is out of control right now. I'm going to give you the standings. First of all, the Mets did nothing yesterday and moved up on everybody. San Diego Padres, 80-62. Arizona Diamondbacks, 79-62. Atlanta Braves, 76-64. New York Mets, 76-64. So there are essentially 2 games in the loss column separating all 4 of those teams. I'm not even going to talk yet about the Cubs and the Cardinals, who are just 4 and 5 games out of the last wild card spot. This is everything we like about playoff runs.
Oh, dude, and what is there, 21 games to go or 20 games to go? This is the ultimate sprint. We were saying the second half's ultimate sprint was 60-some games, but dude, these guys play every night. It goes so quick, and you got to love it. With 21 games to go, you got the Padres, Diamondbacks, the Braves, and the Mets pretty much knotted up on a dead sprint for these last 20 games to see what happens. And, you know, the Mets gained the game by not even playing last night with the Braves losing. The Padres lost and the Diamondbacks lost, right? Am I right on that one?
Correctamundo.
And the Padres were up 2-0 in the ninth. And Parker Meadows for the Tigers ended up hitting a grand slam, to win that game, which is that's a tough blow, man. When you have games like that down the stretch that you're like, oh man, the Padres don't want to look at that game and go, oh, that's the game that cost us. All these games are playoff games. The coolest thing, Chinch, at this time of year for all these teams that we're talking about that are in it, like coming to the yard, you're so excited, dude. It's like Christmas morning. You can't wait to play. You can't wait to do something to win something for your, win a ball game tonight for your team. So it's a good time, brother. Good time.
Yeah, and you know what? They're all 4 of those teams at the top here are battle tested, right? The Mets lost their ace. The Braves lost an MVP. The Diamondbacks don't have their MVP right now, Marte. Tatis is just getting back into the swing of things. Hit that walk-off base hit the other day for the Padres. These teams have been battling all year with adversity, which at this time of year probably is helpful for your team, right? Is that BS to say that?
No. I think I think there's something to be said about. I think there's something to be said, like at the end of the day, over 162 for every guy to stay totally healthy during the year, like that's hard to do. And I look back at the best teams I was on. Most of the guys stayed healthy. It's incredible. So when to have depth at this time of the year is so important. And it seems like all these teams do have some sort of depth. And you see the Padres, getting healthier with Tatis. Like I said, I think it's gonna be interesting to see the mojo with Tatis back in there because they've been so good without him. So let's see what that brings. But it's a fun time, man.
Yeah, and again, like towards the end of the year, you're starting to actually see teams pick up like a fast runner or a bullpen guy who just got released. Like all the playoff teams are just picking off whatever's left out there. The Mets might be getting Senga back, right?
Or Tommy, how about Tommy Pham the other day hit that 3-run homer for the Royals? You're like,
yeah,
how
exactly.
Tommy Pham get to the Royals?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? He went from the White Sox to the Cardinals to the Royals,
Mhm.
and we all know about Tommy Pham. You know, wherever he goes, he wins.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
I'm with you. Hey, how about I rip through the schedules of these 4 teams super quick, and you tell me who you like best, okay? Let's start. The New York Metropolitans. What's today? The 6th. Okay. Mets schedule: Reds, Blue Jays, Phillies, Nationals, Phillies, Braves, Brewers.
Wow.
Crazy schedule, but they could actually win the division if they outplay them. They could win the division.
Well, dude, it's actually in their hand. You know what I mean? That's the greatest thing is when you get to this stage, you want the ball in your hands. You know what I mean? You want to be able to impact teams head to head because that's how you make up the ground. Because if not, you're waiting on them to lose, or you know what I mean? You're watching their games all the time. Well, guess what? For the Mets, a lot of this is going to be right in front of them, man. Right in front of them. 20 games ago, they got the Phillies a couple of times. They got the Braves. I mean, it's going to be right in front of them.
Yep. All right, here we go for the Arizona D-backs. You got Astros, Rangers, Brewers, Rockies, at Rockies. That's a little different. Brewers, Giants, Padres. Ooh, Padres D-backs.
Wow. How about that Padres series at the end? Could that be for all the marbles? Dude, that's tough. That's a tough go too. Brewers a couple times. Padres. Wow.
Okay, here's another tough one. San Diego, Giants, then at Mariners, at Giants, Astros, White Sox. You got to like that. But then Dodgers, D-backs. So before they get to the D-backs, the Padres got 3 against the Dodgers. Again, division stuff on the line here too. And
yeah, I was saying being a team that plays the White Sox 3 games down the stretch is a good thing right now. You know what I mean? But you know, at the beginning when you were saying that schedule, I was like, oh, this is going to be easy. Then you started like at the end, to end it with the Dodgers Diamondbacks, right? That's going to be well, it's in your hands again, you know.
There you go. Now Braves, this is tough too. All right, Blue Jays. One looks like a makeup game against the Reds. That's so annoying at this time of year.
It's the worst.
Blue Jays, single game against the Reds, 2 against the Nationals. Then they got 4 against the Dodgers, 3 more against the Reds. They get the Marlins for 3 before facing the Mets and then the Royals to end the year. Somebody's going to earn this. Somebody's going to earn these.
Someone's going to earn it, but that schedule seems better to me than everybody you've mentioned so far.
I think you're right.
I mean,
yeah.
But you know what, dude? You got to be careful because, like, I was on the team like the Reds at the end when you're not in it, and I think we talked about this, but you know, careful with those teams. Those teams are the teams that'll knock you off because you're running the gauntlet against some tough teams. And we got 3 against the Reds. We're going to win this one. Like, no, that's when you get swept. That's when you lose 2 out of 3. You put your guard down a little bit. You can't put your guard down against anybody right now. You got to beat who you need to beat, and then battle when you need to battle.
Yep, there you go. All right, we can't go anywhere without doing our Dodgers Shohei Ohtani update. Did not play. They are at home tonight. Ohtani has 20 games, to hit a few homers and steal a couple bases.
Yeah,
we're locked
6
in.
homers and 4 bags. Dude, he can do it. He's got to do it.
He stole 3 bases in one game the other night, so he only needs 4 more stolen bases.
He's got to do it. Yeah, the 6 homers that's 6 homers in 20 games that's not super easy.
Yeah, that's like Jim Thome style. But
yeah.
I mean, if anybody can do it, are you going to bet against Shohei?
No, like Shohei, that's what I mean. He's the guy that I feel like can do it, and I feel like has the wherewithal and the drive to do it too. So I really feel like he's got a great shot to do it. And you know what the great thing is? We'll all be tuning in to watch it, which is 50-50 is a pretty big deal. One other big thing's happened tonight, dude, which I'm really excited about, is the return of Anthony Rizzo back to Wrigley Field.
Very cool.
That's going to be awesome. I mean, Riz, all he did for those Cubs all those years, And 2016, when they won the whole thing, was his best year. 32 bombs, 109 stakes. You know, he was the leader on that team. And you know, I don't think it ended the way he wanted it to end. You know, but I think he's
Right.
glad he's in New York. I think he's really enjoyed his time there with the Yankees. But what if you're Rizzo's career, man? You're with the Padres. You come up with the Red Sox, traded to the Padres just for a second, then you spend most of your career with the Cubs and the Yankees. Dude, that's a great run, man. There's no doubt about it. So I'm excited for Riz tonight, dude. I'm excited for that ovation he's going to get, and you know, it's just awesome.
And just overall for Riz, I'm so excited that he's back. Like he even not playing, you can tell he's still one of the leaders on that Yankee team, even though he hadn't been playing for so long. But I love seeing him in a lineup. You don't want to go out the way it almost looked like. It almost looked like he was going to have to retire. But now in the pennant race with arguably the best team in baseball, and he's going to the place where he grew up on a professional baseball field. So
well, dude, Riz means the ton to that Yankee lineup. He really does. I know he's not put up the numbers they did maybe a few years back, but you know, Riz still has some gas left in the tank, and you know, he's going to be a factor down the stretch. And like you said, man, he's a leader in that clubhouse, leader in that dugout. And when you see him in the lineup, you feel good as he's just out there. So big night for the Rizzo family tonight. Just cool. And a big night for Chicago fans, for Wrigley. They'll never forget. They will be. It's like the 04 Red Sox. Theo Epstein broke both those curses. And you look back at those teams and you're like, those, you know, Riz was saying in the paper that, you know, people still come up to him and say, you know, when you won, I went to, you know, visit the gravesite, went and dropped some flowers off of my grandmother, you know, grandfather, parents, you know. So it was a big deal when they won in 16, man. So it's going to be a good night tonight for Riz. I can't wait to see that ovation, man.
yeah, me neither. And hey, you know, we super quick. I'm going to kind of put you on a spot with this one, but you know, you saw the Padres blow a game last night. The Yankees closer situation is kind of up in the air. The Mets even like Diaz hasn't been lights out. At this time of year, dude, when you aren't exactly certain about that ninth inning, how stressful is that as a position player? Or do you just got to go out there and play?
I'll tell you what, man. There's something to be said. I've been around with closers that, you know, you knew it. We used to say a couple times, you got to buckle up your seatbelt because we're getting ready for the roller coaster ride here in the ninth. Because you knew maybe a couple of guys would get on and the guys would get out of it. So, dude, every out is more nerve-wracking in this last month when you're in it, but especially those last 3 outs because you can smell a victory. You can smell like the Padres last night up 2-0 against the Tigers. Oh, they got this. Next thing you know, they're down 4-2 or whatever. So the nerves are higher for everybody, man, and that's why you just got to continue to find ways to handle the pressure.
Yeah, man, it is coming down to the wire. Like you said, there's basically for most teams about 20 games left in the season.
Yep. 20 game sprint, brother. 20 game sprint. Here we go.
Yeah, here we go. And you're gonna be in the studio. You're gonna be seeing more baseball this week than you have in a very long time. You're gonna be locked into these races.
I'm excited. Yeah, man. I'll be there for the next 8 days, just locked in on these races and you know, just really in it. So I'm fired up.
Nice, dude. Nice. All right. Well, here we go. Batten down the hatches, folks. We're on the 50-50 watch for Ohtani. We're on all of your team's playoff hopes. I apologize that we haven't named any of the other teams because there are other teams that are in the mix here that we'll see what happens. Within the next week, we could be talking about 2-3 more teams that we're not talking about right now.
Yeah. Let's see what's gonna happen. Where's the AL wildcard race? It's pretty.
Let's do that real quick. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty locked down, isn't it?
Well, let's see here.
Like I think
I mean,
Seattle's way back. The Red Sox are way back.
Well, that game, the Tigers last night, that kept their heart beating. So the Tigers and the Mariners are 5 back of that last wild card spot. The Red Sox are 5.5 back of that last wild card spot. So the Yankees are 80 and 60, Twins 76 and 64, Royals 76 and 65. But don't forget, like the Astros have the division, but they only have 75 wins right now. The Orioles, you got to include include the Guardians and the Astros and the Orioles in this wild card conversation. Yeah. So it's really 6 teams are all between 76 wins and 81 wins.
Where are the Royals?
Royals are in it. They have the bottom wild card spot right now. Tigers are 5 games behind them. So,
dude, I mean, the Royals have hit a skid here too, and it's just incredible how the other teams hit a skid at the exact same time the Royals did. I mean, they dodged a major bullet right now, man. Wow.
Yeah, they're 3-7 in their last 10. They got to win in the last game, but Tigers go 6-4. They picked up 3 games on a wild card, and like you said, it can go so quick right now.
So quick, dude. Yes, so quick.
So,
all right, we're all locked in, man. It's gonna be a great weekend of baseball. We'll be back here on Monday. Everybody, thanks for listening to us. Don't forget to subscribe and download and tell your friends.
Yeah, and by the way, we'll be back here Monday with Tim Kirkjian doing.
Yes, we got Tim Kirkjian coming in. Oh man, he's the best. One of the best. One of the OGs baseball tonight. ESPN. It's gonna be a great conversation. I can't wait to pick his brain and see where he got all these ratings.
Yeah, can't wait, man. All right, safe travel.
All right, JT, have a great weekend, dude. Talk to you. See you Monday. See everybody on Monday.